What's up, everyone? Welcome to Power Play with CJ Prospect Profiles. Today we're focusing on Matt Mistele of the Plymouth Whalers, a 2014 draft eligible power forward that's coming in at 6'2" and 175 pounds. Good build kid. Last year had a great year with the Whalers. Had 34 goals, 60 points in 68 games, and 69 penalty minutes. Really stuff in a stat sheet was plus 32. Really played big time minutes for the Plymouth Whalers this year. Been a bit of a disappointment. 10 points through 20 games and a minus 10. Penalty minutes are up, but I think that's more a matter of frustration on Mistele's part because he's not scoring at the rate he was, coming into the season. I think he was at the beginning of the season projected to be a, first round top 20 pick. Now he's slipping. Look up what Craig Button has him, because I don't think the Central Scout reports haven't gone yet, but I think Button got him in the 70s. So between him and Blake Clark, who are both free falling in the draft, you have a chance to get a really good power forward that was projected to be a top 20 pick in the second or third round this year. So if your team's looking for power forwards, you can get them on the cheap. Buy one, get one free, I heard. This year, yeah, 74th. According to Button. But, there's plenty to work with. Now, why are his numbers down? I think a lot of that can be contributed to the team losing a lot of quality players to graduation, to the professional ranks. Obviously, Connor Carrick, Nason. Connor Carrick's off his defense. We'll be talking about forwards, Raquel, Nason, guys like that. This isn't the same team it was last year in Plymouth, and I think that he's been called upon to shoulder more of the load offensively, and I mean that may be what's weighing him down. And plus he's old for his draft year. I know he's old. He's 18. He's an October birthday, like me, so we both have that kind of in-between birthday, which is that knocks him down a couple pegs in scouts books. My whole thing of it is it's 6 in one bag, half dozen in the other. If a kid's eligible for the draft, he's eligible for the draft. You grade him on his what he's done on the ice and what he can possibly do on the ice, as opposed to what difference does 6 months make. Especially you got guys playing into their 30s and 40s now, so late 30s and 40s now, and early 40s. So that's nothing to be too concerned about. I'd like to see him step his game up going down the stretch. There's plenty to work with. There's a real raw talent there, and obviously last year he had a great offensive season. Maybe he, as a pro, projects to be a third or fourth liner, bottom 6 guy. If you can still get a guy like that his hands aren't that bad. He's got a pretty decent set of hands. Someone compared him to Stefan Nosen, and I can't grade Nosen objectively yet because he tore his ACL this year, I think. So he's played like 4 games in the pros. But in terms of the graduation to the trajectory, to the professional ranks, and that's gonna be something to keep an eye on. But I like his game. I'd like to see the productivity step up, and I think honestly when the goals start coming for him again, they'll start coming in bunches. And had he been producing at the same level he was last year, he maybe like I said, top 20 pick. But I'd like to see him also improve his defensive, his all-around intensity. I think now the penalty minutes are a matter of frustration. I'd like to see him have that chip on his shoulder at all times, including when he's producing, and I think the goals will come more frequently. But he's definitely one of the more intriguing prospects, because anytime a guy's free-falling, my whole thing is, if I'm a GM, there's a reason that guy was slated as high as he was. There's also a reason he fell, but I wouldn't be opposed to taking him in the 3rd or 4th round, because that's just, there's a reason these guys are highly hyped up as they are. Part of it is, the system and whatnot. But anyway, that's on some sort of the Power Play with CJ Prospect Profiles on Matt Mistele, the Plymouth Whalers. Stay tuned for episodes throughout the season and beyond. Later, guys.